Hello everyone. Next topic of this design is the design of the bevel gear. Already I explained the design of the spur and helical gear. Now this is the bevel gear. In the bevel gear, it is bevel gears are used to transmit power between the two intersecting shafts. There are two common type of the bevel gear: a straight and a spiral bevel gear. This one is the straight bevel gear, in which teeth are straight on the gear or at the pinion. But in this is the spiral bevel gear. In this, teeth is not a straight, it is a spiral in shape, so it is known as the spiral bevel gears. So the gears are classified according to the pitch angle. What is the pitch angle? When pitch angle is less than 90 degree, it is known as the external gear. What is the teeth in the in bevel gear in made with teeth on the frustum of cone? This is a frustum of cone on which number of teeth are there. This is the bevel gear. This is the similar bevel pinion, in which the teeth are on the frustum of the cone, and the center of gears and center of pinion intersect at a points. So there are three external. What is the external bevel gear? Crown bevel gear and internal bevel gear. When the pitch angle is 90 degree, it is known as the less than 90 degree, it is external bevel gear. When the pitch angle is 90 degree, crown bevel gear, and less than 90 degree, it is internal bevel gears. So if two gears are identical, two identical bevel gears are mounted on the shaft which are intersecting at the right angle, they are called miter gears. They are shown in the figure. This is the miter gear. If two bevel gears are identical and axis inclined 90 degree, this is known as the miter gear, bevel gears. What is the pitch angle? The angle between the axis and pitch line, this is known as the pitch angle. Here pitch angle 45 degree, or in this case pitch angle is 45 degree. So pitch angle, if the pitch angle is 90 degree, this is known as the crown bevel gear. Already I discussed about the crown bevel gears. This is the crown bevel gears. When the axis of the gears and pitch line make the angle 90 degree, this is known as the crown bevel gear. In the crown bevel gears, the pitch angle of crown gear is 90 degree, and the bevel pinion and crown gear are always mounted on the shaft which are intersecting at angle more than 90 degree. This intersecting more than 90 degree. So and other gear are the a spiral bevel gear, a straight bevel gear, already discussed. A skew bevel gears, when the axes are not intersecting and not parallel, this is known as the skew. Similarly, a spiral bevel gears. Hypoid gears, if the axes are not intersect, this is known as the hypoid gears. And pace gears. Now different terminology used in the terminology bevel gears. So first one is the pitch cone. What is the pitch cone? So this one is the pitch cone is an imaginary cone of the surface of which contains the pitch line of the teeth in the bevel gear. So this is known as the pitch cone. This is known as the pitch cone. Next one is the pitch cone. Cone distance. Cone distance is denoted by A naught. What is the cone distance? Cone distance is the length of the pitch cone element. It is also called the pitch cone radius. It is denoted by A naught. Here this one is the pitch cone, this one is the cone distance. Pitch angle, already I discussed pitch angle. Pitch angle is the angle pitch line makes with the angle with the axis of the gear. It is called pitch angle, denoted by gamma. Pitch angle is also called the center angle. So this one is known as the pitch angle. This one is the axis or pitch line angle between axis and pitch line. This is known as the pitch. What is the addendum angle? This is the addendum angle. This angle is known as the addendum angle, and this angle is known as the dedendum angle. When draw the tangent on this base, so it meets a point. This is known as the backbone, and this one is the large end of the tooth, and this one is the small end of the tooth. This is the root. This one is the root. This one is the pitch line, and in second figure this one is the length A0 already defined. This is the addendum HA, which is measure at the end. This one is the HA. This one is the B, is the width of the teeth. This one is the RB. This one is the this distance is the D by 2, and this is the diameter D. And when draw a line which is the radius RB, this one is the makes a circles. So I will define later what is the RB. Now in this figure it is defined. Draw a line which, as the RB is the back radius, this is the back radius, and draw a circle. And this one is the draw the teeth. This is the virtual spur gear corresponding to this bevel gears. This one is the pitch angle gamma. So it is analyzed in the as a spur gear at which the virtual number of teeth is. This is the virtual number of teeth. So Z is equal to, how can define the Z? Z is the number of teeth on the bevel gear. So this is the pitch circle diameter of the bevel gears, and M is the module. So Z, number of teeth is defined. Number of teeth Z is defined. Z is equal to D by M. And virtual number of teeth is the, suppose Z dash is the virtual number of teeth. So Z virtual number of teeth are Z dash is equal to 2RB divided by module 2RB by module. So Z dash by Z is equal to this one is the 2RB by D. So, and from this triangle angle BC, this angle sin BCA, this angle is the 90 minus gamma. So this one is the sin BCA is equal to AB by AC, and this sin 9 minus sin 90 minus gamma is equal to D. AB is the D by 2 divided by RB. So RB is equal to D divided by 2 cos gamma. And Z dash, from this relation Z dash is equal to J by cos gamma. So this is the virtual number of teeth. Virtual number of teeth is the Z divided by cos gamma. Now tan gamma. From this figure you can see that this is the gear, this one is the pinion, this is the pitch angle. So tan gamma is equal to dp by 2 divided by this one is this divided by dg by 2, dp by 2 divided by dg by 2. So tan gamma is equal to dp by dg. dp can be written mzp divided by mzg. So tan gamma is equal to zp upon zg. There is a one relations. and second similarly for pitch angle for the gear is denoted by this symbol del. I think this one is the delta or lambda. So tan is equal to G by Zp. So gamma plus this one is equal to pi upon 2. So cone distance A naught is equal to cone distance A naught. A naught is equal to this A square plus this A square. So d by root under dp by 2 plus dg by 2 ka whole square. So cone distance, you can get the cone distance. Now force analysis. Force analysis is done by this figures. This figure show there is a the bevel teeth on which this one is the frustum of cone and this one is the apex of the pitch cone. Now there is a Ft is the tangential force, Fs is the separating force, Pa which acts in the axial direction, so Pa is the axial force and Pr is the radial force. So this angle is the pressure angle alpha. So this triangle is drawn further here. This one is this angle is the alpha, this angle, this one is the P, this is the PS and this one is the PT. And when you draw this triangle, angle between this one is the gamma, that is the pitch angle. So this one is the PA, this one is the PR and this one is the PS. So from this triangle PR we can write that PR is equal to from this triangle PR is equal to PS. PR is equal to this one is the from this triangle PR is equal to PS cos PS cos gamma and PA is equal to PS sin gamma and PR is equal to one relation already derived. PR by from this one tan alpha is equal to PS by PT from triangle 1. From this figure tan alpha is equal to PS upon PT, tan alpha upon PS upon PT. So using this relation you can get the PR is equal to PT tan alpha cos gamma, PA is equal to PT tan alpha sin gamma. PT is equal to MT, that is the torque transmitted, divided by RM. RM radius of the pinion at the midpoint along the face wave. This one is the from this figure you can, this one is the RM at the radius at the middle point of the pinion, and this we obtained from the RM is equal to d by 2 minus this distance, and this distance is b by 2 sin sin gamma. This one is the b by 2 sin gamma. So RM is equal to d by 2 minus b by 2 sin gamma. So from here you can get the PT, and when you get the PT you can find the value of PR and PA from this relation. Already I explained it. Now the direction of the force. What is the directions of the force analysis? Directions of the force with force component on the pinion. Force component on the pinion you can get this using these relations. Now tangential force PT. What is the direction of the tangential force for the driving gear is opposite to the direction of the rotations. So from this is the direction of rotation. So PT, direction of PT in opposite directions, it is denoted by dot. It means it is towards the observers, and it is dot and two symbol used, dot and cross. Dot is used indicates force that perpendicular to the plane of the paper and which is towards the observer, and cross is used to indicate force dot dot is used perpendicular to plane at which towards the observer. Cross is indicates force perpendicular to plane of the paper which is away from the observer. So this at this point it rotates in this direction, so PT is act towards the observer and perpendicular to the plane, and this one is the for the pinion, this one is the PT. PA is along the axis, so this is the direction of the PA. PR is towards the radius, so this is the PR and this is the PS. Similarly for the gear it should be opposite. This one is the PS, this one is the P axial, and this one is the P radial. So from this way you can find the PT and PR. It is explained by the one question. You can see these questions. Find the direction of the directions. So it is given power, so you can get the MT is equal to, using formula, and tan gamma is equal to tan ZD by ZG. So this one RM, you can get the RM from this relations, and PT is equal to MT by RM. So PR and PT is obtained from this relations. Now free body diagram is shown in the figure. And this figure, this one is the pinion which is rotating in this direction. So PT act in the opposite direction. It is towards the observer. Value of PT is this one. PR is the already derived. PR value of PR, this one is this direction, and P axial in this direction. On the gear, PT is in direction of the motion of the driven gear. So PT is perpendicular to the plane and towards the away from the observer, and this one is the